I'm called Robert, and there's a Sheehan involved as well.
Hi, my name is Justin Min. I play Ben Hargreaves in the Umbrella Academy. This is
Shot by Shot.
No,
on,
you cannot
please.
possess me.
Just for a few minutes.
Why? What's so damn important?
Jill. I want to talk to her.
Jill. Oh, that's the Moroccan girl with the limp, right?
Seriously, we've been over this.
I so rarely listen to you.
Klaus.
All right, fine. But wait, no.
You suddenly grabbed me at the end, which I didn't expect. It kind of shook me. And I think that's the take that they use. That like first one where you just like suddenly grabbed me. I almost broke.
Make it quick.
For me, it was a big thing of trying to minimize all my sort of moves and be very, very physically mindful, because Klaus is considerably more flaily than Ben, and I thought if I just mitigate that, if I just get rid of all the kind of flaily like then and bring it right down in terms of the physicality, it will be noticeably different.
When we talked about it, you also said that you wanted to still bring a bit of Klaus in there, which I thought was an interesting choice, and I think it works well. I mean, he is Ben, but he's Ben in your body, in Klaus's body, and what does that really look like and feel like? So there is, bits and pieces of Klaus still in there as Ben is inhabiting this shell.
I love dirt.
So yeah, I thought it was really interesting. You were eating so many strawberries.
Yeah.
Were they good?
They were fresh. They were nice. But like any food on set that you have to eat in a scene, after take 4, it all becomes just desperately nauseating.
Can I smell your hair?
There was lots of badgering Justin, getting him to do all of my dialogue when I'm Ben. So I badgered you a few times and then sort of followed you around set and tried to mitigate the damage of me playing you and doing it wrong.
You're incredible too.
Want to do it?
Do what?
Have sex. The holy union of our multiple spirits.
Sure, but...
But what?
There's something you need to know.
Are you okay?
I was watching you very closely on the monitor because there was that moment where you slapped your face, and we wanted to match that, so I had to make sure it was the right hand at the right angle, and yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Never been better.
Good.
Jill, you don't know the real me.
It was also really just nice to shoot outside for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It gets so stuffy inside when you're in there for too long. And I remember you just would like sunbathe between takes and take off all your clothes.
Yeah, and there was groundskeepers like giving me very, very disapproving looks. I really like this bit of a physical.
Oh gosh.
If Laurel and Hardy were in the same body. We were in an alleyway in Hamilton City. It's an hour outside of Toronto. There was a kind of a Jeep, sort of a dune buggy style thing, and our camera operator Sean was on the back. And also, so we were coordinating with the choreography of the visual effects. So, between myself and Justin, we had to figure out, okay, with the time from the start of the alleyway to the end of the alleyway, how many kind of fights can we get in, and make them all very different to each other. And then it was a sort of figuring out what sort of pace we're going at. So the driver of the Jeep was a big part of it too.
It was very technical in the sense that we had to like actually mirror each other exactly. So when you were trying to push me out of your body, I had to act like I was being pushed out. And then like when you turned, I also turned, and you were pushing me in the front of you, and I had to act like I was coming out of you. So it was really technical, and our VFX team was there also just giving us a vision of how the scene would actually look with the VFX in place. So it gave us a good idea of what they were going for, and I found that really helpful.
I believe it was like take 4 or take 5 when we got that take. Because it's always the way with technical stuff. The first few takes can be like, all right, you know, that was a practice, that was a mulligan, let's do that again. Whereas as an actor, you're always like geared up and the most sort of prompted and ready for the first take, you know?
It's physically exhausting. I definitely got my cardio in for the day, just like twisting and turning and jumping and running. Did you actually vomit, or was that CGI?
It was CGI.
We had our incredible hair and makeup team just pour vomit on top of me. There was a moment where it felt good because it was incredibly hot outside and the vomit was cold. But for the vast majority, I did feel like I wanted to die. So it left my skin quite supple after. But I don't know if I'd do it again.
I wonder why Klaus had so much oatmeal-y type stuff in his stomach. And we hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. Be sure to tune in to Netflix's Umbrella Academy Season 2. Pop it in your diaries. And if you don't have diaries, just write it on your wall in lipstick.